to stop her progress. He had her music stolen, but behind the scenes, like these two are just butting heads. Will Beyonce's stolen music be leaked? What's up, my beautiful soul family? How's everybody doing today? So, as we all know, last week Beyonce had some stolen music. There was, I think, hard drives also, uh, and of course, other memorabilia of Beyonce's that was stolen out of some of her workers' rental car. Some people are wondering, will Beyonce's music be leaked or will it all be returned back to her? So that's what I thought we would do in this reading today. Let's look into Beyonce's stolen music and answer the question, will Beyonce's unreleased music be leaked to the public? Now, y'all know, of course, before I start this reading, I need to put out my disclaimer. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Everything I state in this video is just my interpretation of the cards. Nothing I state in this video have been proven to be fact as of now. So now that we got that disclaimer out the way, let's shuffle these cards and let's look into if Beyonce's unreleased music will be leaked to the public or will they be returned. All right. So let's pull the cards and let's see if we get the answers that we seek. Okay, you got the Empress upright. Let me see here. You got the King of Pentacles in reversed. Some kind of shady business deal. Let me see. You got the Tower reversed. You got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, but you got the Chariot in reversed also. Let me see. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Let me see here. Let me see here. Somebody want to keep it all to themselves. They was they're doing this by ruthless means. Let me see here. Okay, hold on. One more row, and then I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm seeing in the cards. All right, so here. Okay. So I asked the cards if Beyonce's unreleased music will it be leaked. So the first card up was the Empress card, which is the card about giving birth to things or about growth. You know what I mean? She was growing. She was trying to evolve. She was trying to go into a new direction. This is what I feel like. I feel like this was all done to stop her progress. I think I touched on this before in other videos, you know what I mean? This was to stop her. Now the answer I feel like in my gut that's being said of whether her music will get leaked. I don't know, Spirit is saying yes. You know what I mean? But I feel like this is to be done so that she can't, you know what I mean, profit a lot from her unreleased music. I think this is, like I said, this is a scam. This is a shady business deal. This is a shady businessman behind it that's doing all kind of means. I feel like Beyonce probably is not going to prosper from getting this music released. If anything, she's going to lose funds. You know what I mean? But I feel like somebody else will profit. I feel like there's going to be some bad news with traveling coming along with them. Let me see. I'm looking over, right? I feel like this still goes back to the whole she's trying to leave her marriage thing. She's trying to go out on her own kind of thing. Trying to, you know what I mean, build her own self up from her marriage. And this is just more, you know what I mean? This is just more of Jay-Z being greedy, allegedly. You know what I mean? This is what I feel like. I feel like Jay-Z is still behind this. Like I said in the previous video, you know what I mean? He had her music stolen. I think that the plan is to leak it, but if some kind of way the money is still going to be coming into his pockets, but not hers. She's going to lose a lot of the money. You know what I mean? But he's not. This was just all messed up tactics. You get what I'm saying? You got the lovers card reversed. This is still about them being separated and about her severing ties. She severed business ties with Jay-Z, allegedly. You know what I mean? You see the two of wands right there in reverse right next to the lovers card in reverse, which means she's separated from him as lovers. She also trying to separate her business from him. She's trying to move differently in other creative ways, trying to get more creative control. You know what I mean? She's trying to divorce him. He's he's very selfish. He's very self-centered. He's very greedy. He still feels like I always took care of you. You're not going to prosper without me. And this is still to just put fear in her to let her know that I could take away anything that you try to build. You're not going to last without me, allegedly, so far. What I'm seeing in the cards and what my gut is saying. You know what I mean? I do feel like I said, these records were stolen. I do feel like they are going to be leaked. Or at least, I don't know if all will be leaked, but I'm sure, I feel like something's going to get leaked. You know what I mean? Allegedly, so far. Let's see what else the Spirit is trying to say regarding this situation. All right, so I got those up. Let me see here. This, yep, trying to block her from prospering so she can always depend on him. This is what I'm seeing so far. I'll even show you the cards. The sun card, when it's reversed, is about some kind of energy being blocked or something like that. Then you got next to it the five of cups, which means he's trying to block her because he's hurt and upset, and he wants her nine of pentacles in reverse to always be dependent on him. It's a codependent relationship. The queen of wands in reverse is being spiteful, being smart, being cruel. Next to that is the world card, a project being completed, and then next to that is the devil card. Look, this card jumped out. The card next to that is the devil card, which means some kind of restraint, some kind of holding on. You know what I mean? I feel like he's harassing her. You know what I mean? He's doing like real smart stuff. She knows better than to actually snitch on him, but behind the scenes, like these two are just button heads. You know what I mean? Behind the scenes, they're button heads. Let me see here, because she's trying to go out on her own. Let me move this up. She, like I said, trying to leave him. He wants to cause trouble. He doesn't want her to prosper. He wants to keep her under his thumb. You want to move out from under my thumb? Okay, I'm gonna do all kind of trickery and deception and messed up stuff. You know what I mean? To inconvenience you, give you all kind of setbacks, cause all kind of problems for you, make you struggle, so you can't build your career without me. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's how he is. This is kind of how he operates, allegedly. This is what I'm seeing in the cards, what my gut is saying. Everything is alleged here. But I'm just seeing that because, like I said, she's trying to walk away. She's trying to leave him. She's trying to sever ties. He always has to be in control. You know what I mean? He always has to, if it ain't his way, it ain't no way, and he's gonna be the one that profit regardless, whether she do or she don't. Now, I feel like the message he's trying to send to her is that stay with me, you'll prosper with me, you'll be successful with me. However, you leave me, that's a no nothing matter. You could still have everything if you just stay. Allegedly, what I'm seeing in the cards and what my gut is saying so far. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling, allegedly that this is to teach her a lesson. So yeah, some of it's going to get leaked. It's just you got to ask yourself, how did whoever know that they were going to be in that parking garage, their rental? You know what I mean? How did they know that that stuff was going to be in the car? So you got to wonder if this really was set up. You know what I mean? But let's finish out the reading. Let's finish up what Spirit has to say. Yeah, he's just being a jerk right now. He's being manipulative. He's making threats. He's trying to ruin her, her independence. You know what I mean? Let me see here. He's trying to ruin any opportunity she has, to go out on her own, to be successful. He's trying to ruin that, make sure that that does not happen. Her only lifeline is to come back to him. Well, I'm not gonna say that's her only lifeline, but that's the message he's trying to send to her. Like, you can still have all of this, you just come back, but you want to leave, then you know what I mean. I'm gonna ensure that you don't. This is like basically his mentality, what he's been contemplating and planning. That's why there's been so many mishaps on the tour. You know what I mean? He's a very controlling. He wants to keep her under his control. He wants to ruin her if she decides to go out on her own path. You know what I mean? And this is what he's been doing. This is what this is all a part of. This is why, you know what I mean, doing all of this. So To answer the original question, will Beyonce's music be leaked? The cards in my gut say yes. At least something will be leaked. I'm not going to say all of her unreleased music will be leaked, but something will, at least a song or two. But it's still, it's basically to send a message to her. You know what I mean? That, oh, you will never make it without me. You'll never prosper without me. You might as well come on back home because that's where you belong. Leave me a comment down below, guys, though. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think that Jay-Z does have something to do with this, that this was all set up, that this is to send a message? Do you think that her, at least a song or two will be leaked from her unreleased music? Maybe. I feel like it's more so just to send some fear to her. I don't get the feeling, like I said, everything will be leaked, but something will. Thank you, my beautiful soul family, for tuning in. I'll see y'all in the next reading. Love you, my babies. Have a good one. Bye.